Hello everyone, I'm Troublesome Trucks and welcome back to a new Crash City requested episode. Today we have a request from Train Story and they requested a 9-engine free-for-all with engines Thomas, Wilson, Brewster, Coco, Luke, Duke, Hanzo, Rosie, and Mavis. It'll be the best out of 7 rounds. May the best engine win, and let's get started. Alright, and we're ready for round 1, and we are going to start off with Rosie, and then here goes Coco. This is the second competition that Chuggington engines have competed in, and last time Coco and Wilson didn't do too good because they were going too fast, and it looks like I thought maybe they'd do better today, but Brewster already fell off the track. Thomas had a bad start. Coco was derailed, got put back on the tracks by Mavis and Wilson, and both of them are down. I just got Duke out. Thomas is stuck on Mavis. We got Hanzo now coming out. And wow, those engines are really loud. Okay, we got a breakthrough. Duke got through, but Hanzo, Thomas, Rosie, and Coco fell off. We have Duke and Luke left on the tracks. Duke is stuck on the cross track. Luke crashes into him. Duke tries to get back on, but Mavis flips him off the tracks, and Luke was the last one going. Wow, that was quite a chaotic one to start with. But Luke was the last engine out of the gate, so that kind of helped him. He was the last one going, so Luke gets the point. So a good start for him, but once again, a lot of the Chuggington engines are too fast for this, but maybe they'll end up winning this somehow, but we'll see. All right, round 2 is up next. Alright, and round 2 is starting with Luke, the winner of the last round. Then we will have Wilson go next, and he is already flying around the tracks, and that is probably not going to be good, and he just falls off the track right away. Hanzo comes out of the gate next. There goes Duke. And next up is Rosie. Duke crashes into Hanzo, but it doesn't take him down. We have Brewster out now. Coco gets out. Oh, gets hit by Duke. Coco's off the track, so Duke goes down as well. Rosie's off as well. Now Luke is trying to take down Hanzo. Brewster fell off, and we finally have Mavis rounding out the lineup. And we have a big mess on the cross track, and oh my goodness. Oh, Thomas is actually trying to get past Luke, and he's actually making some progress. Wow, that's action here is fast and furious. Oh, Thomas has actually pushed past Luke, and he has his front wheels off, but he's still managing to get around, and now he's falling off the tracks. Mavis is still somewhat on the tracks, but is stuck on the cross track and is also blocked by Hanzo, so I don't think she's going any farther. So Thomas was the last one going, so it looks like he will pick up the point for this round. So Thomas on the board, now tied with Luke. Everyone else still on 0, but man, we're some crazy crashes today, and the Chuggington engines are just going wild. So we'll see how this goes on in round 3. Alright, and off we go for round 3. We have Thomas going first, and we'll have Hanzo go next. Then we'll go with Mavis, and Brewster's a little bit noisy and also pretty fast, so he's already caught up to the back of Mavis and falls off immediately. Well done, Brewster. Mavis almost crashes into Rosie, but they get by unharmed. We have Wilson going out, and he gets taken out by Hanzo. Thomas has already made it around. Rosie is caught up to Luke. Coco crashes in the back of Thomas and derails the back of him. And now we have Duke, the last one out. Oh, Mavis gets derailed, and now Duke is trying to push her back on the tracks. Wow, what a jam up of engines. We have Rosie who's got caught onto the back of Luke, and Thomas got his back wheels taken off by Coco, and now Duke and Mavis are fighting it out. Oh, I thought something was going to happen, but oh, Mavis actually kind of just tried to jerk forward and push over Duke. They're kind of at a stalemate right now. I don't know if anything else is going to happen. But I think it was Duke, the last one that was going. Mavis is trying to put up a fight right now, but they're kind of stuck, so we'll give them a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and I think it was Duke. Pretty sure it was Duke, the last one that was going, because Mavis was kind of derailed, and then Duke crashed into her. So I think we're going to have to give this point to Duke. It seems a lot of the last engines out of the gate are the most successful ones, because they're not in the action as much, but we're going to give that point to Duke. Pretty close, Mavis. You almost got... Oh, okay, now you want to go, Mavis. Well, you should have done that a little bit sooner, but, well, now Mavis has freed herself up. I already gave the point to Duke, so unfortunately, you almost had it, Mavis, but you won't be getting the point this time, maybe next time, but yeah, unlucky, Mavis. Let's go to round 4. Alright, and we are up to round 4 now. Duke is going first because he just got the last round because Mavis didn't move in time. But then we have Rosie and Coco flying off the tracks. We'll see how long she lasts. And caught up to the back of Rosie and Duke. Oh, she gets derailed, but Thomas puts her back on the tracks. Oh, what a close save from Coco there. We have a lineup of engines already coming around. Now Coco falls over. Wilson just barely gets past in front of Mavis. Mavis has got the back of Thomas. Rosie falls over on the points. Wilson just took a dive. And finally, Hanzo. We have Duke, Brewster, Mavis, Luke, and Hanzo. And oh my goodness, Luke crashes into Luke gets hit by Duke and Brewster. We actually have some engines left this time. Usually they're all gone by now, but okay, there goes Brewster on the points. What a mess. Now we just have Mavis, Duke, and Hanzo. Hanzo's actually the slowest of the engines. He has 2 speeds, but I just put him on speed 1, but all the other engines, they just have their gearing and motors are just way too fast, so. But Hanzo's actually the slowest, and now he's being shoving Duke around. Duke has a point, but Mavis and Hanzo do not. Mavis could have had a point last round, but she didn't move in time, so. Now Hanzo is pushing Duke around, and they're almost going to get caught up to Mavis, so might need sabotagers or tiebreaker from the way things are looking, but we will see. Just going to shut Brewster off for a second, because he is really loud. Okay, and Hanzo just fell off. His pointed nose, I think, doesn't really help when pushing engines around. Now we have Duke and Mavis left. I guess they're kind of rivals from last round, so I think Mavis is maybe pulling away from Duke a little bit, but I think we might just have to go to a tiebreaker because this will take for a while. So yeah, tiebreaker for round 4. Here we come. Alright, tiebreaker for round 4. We have Duke on the left and Mavis on the right. Duke has 1 point. Mavis doesn't have any, but she almost had a point but didn't. So 3, 2, 1, stir engines and go. And it looks like Mavis is pushing Duke backwards, and Duke can't do anything about it. And Mavis is the strongest. She pushed Duke off the tracks. So Mavis will get her point. She get a back-to-back points if she had won the last round, but she got this one at least, so she is on the board. We have a 4-way tie after the first 4 rounds. No one has more than 1 point, and we have 5 engines with 0 still, including all the Chuggington engines and Rosie. So see if any of those can get a point on the board in round 5, which is inbound. And round 5 is here. We are over halfway through the competition, but no one has more than 1 point, so anyone can still win this. And Wilson is chasing after Mavis and pushing her around. Now Wilson's, he's falling off the tracks already. Coco just crashed into Duke and falls over right on the first curve. Bad start for both of them. Brewster is pushing Duke. We have Luke and Hanzo's now out there. Mavis has already made her way around. Brewster falls off as well. That's 3 Chuggington engines down. Thomas goes out. And finally, Rosie. So we have Brewster, Wilson, and Coco down, but everyone else is still in the game. Now Duke has tie in the back of Thomas. Rosie's trying to help free him. Hanzo's pushing Luke around. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Thomas, Duke, and Rosie just got knocked off the tracks when Luke and Hanzo came into the mix, and now Rosie's trying to take the tracks off the blocks, which is very appreciated. Then we have Luke, Hanzo, and Mavis left on the tracks. Hanzo's actually not done too bad in these couple rounds, but Mavis and Luke do have 1 point each, so we might have a leader after this round, unless Hanzo wins this, which I think he's pushing Luke around and maybe going to try and crash him into Mavis, which could be an interesting outcome. I think maybe this next round we're going to have a collision, but maybe Mavis will actually push Hanzo off the tracks. And oh my goodness, Mavis tried to take them down, but got her front wheels off. Oh my, whoa! Okay, that was unexpected. Luca fell off the tracks. Hanzo derailed as well, and Mavis, even though she was derailed first, is actually the last one going, and she has her front wheels off, and she was still going. Now she's stuck, but I did not expect her to get that. She was almost falling off the tracks, but somehow managed to outlast the other two. So fair play, Mavis, and you just got back-to-back points. Could have been 3, of course, but 2 points, still pretty impressive, and she is in first place with only 2 rounds left, so she could have a pretty good chance at winning this, but only time will tell. Let's go to round 6. Alright, and round 6, the penultimate round. Mavis just got the lead, and she will go first, and Thomas will follow. We'll have Coco. We'll see how long she can stay on the tracks this time. I'm guessing not long. And now she's pushed Thomas and Mavis and falls off. At least she made it past the first curve, which is an improvement. Duke crashes into Hanzo, but doesn't take him down. Thomas has his front wheels off. Now Mavis is about to crash into Rosie, but gets taken out by Hanzo. And finally, Brewster. Thomas has his front wheels off. Mavis, Coco, and Hanzo are down. Oh my goodness, Brewster just crashed into Luke and Mavis. Wilson also took a tumble in the back corner. Duke is the last one going and is pushing Thomas and just pushed him off the tracks, excuse me. But we still have Brewster and Rosie are still blocking the track, so we'll just wait to see what happens when Duke arrives just for the fun of it. And Brewster almost saved himself, but got derailed, and Rosie fell over as well. So it will be Duke who takes this point, and he already had a point, so now he is up to 2 points, and that ties him with Mavis. So unless one of those two wins this next round, we'll have to have a tiebreaker. But yeah, the rivals are at it again, Duke and Mavis. Who would have ever thought of those two as being a match? But now we have, well, those two are fighting for first place, but only one can win, so we'll see who it will be. Alright, will this round decide between who will win, Duke or Mavis, or will it have Thomas or Luke tie up with them, or will Engine without any points actually get on the scoreboard? Well, won't be Wilson. He just got taken out. Rosie just tried to take out Duke, and with the help of Brewster was able to. We have Hanzo and Mavis. And here goes Coco. Wow, the Coco's just blitzing around the track. We have Luke got out. And Brewster falls over, and Thomas rounds out the lineup. 6 engines still left. Duke, Wilson, and Brewster are the only ones out. Coco's pushing Mavis along. He's actually staying on the tracks quite well. We'll see how long that will stand. Mavis is being slammed between the 2 engines. Oh, Coco falls off the track. Thomas tries to take out Hanzo, but gets eliminated by Mavis. We have Luke, Rosie, Hanzo, and Mavis. Rosie just got tripped up. She's down. Luke has 1 point, Mavis has 2, and Hanzo has 0, and Mavis just tried to eliminate Hanzo, but it didn't work out. And now Hanzo's going after Luke, and Luke is off the track, and Hanzo goes down as well, and it's Mavis. Wow, I was expecting we'd have to do a tiebreaker for the winner of this whole thing, but Mavis comes out on top after Hanzo and Luke took each other down. So Mavis will get the final point she needs to win. So let's get them in the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. And the winner of this Crash City requested episode, I think 181, is Mavis. She won with a total of 3 points. Duke finished on 2 points. Then Thomas and Luke each scored 1 point, while all the others, including Rosie, Coco, Brewster, Wilson, and Hanzo, finished with 0, unfortunately. But yeah, Mavis was definitely dominating this competition. Here's the final scoreboard. It was pretty diverse in the beginning. Thomas, Luke, Duke, and Mavis each had 1 point, but then Mavis just kind of took over. Duke almost caught up, and then Mavis managed to win the final round. But she could have had 4 points if she had tried to get herself back on the tracks when she was fighting with Duke, like in the 3rd or 4th round. But 3 points is still nothing to snuff at, so well done, Mavis. Chuggington engines, especially Coco and Wilson, just definitely way too fast for this. So maybe I'll try and figure something out so they can compete a little bit better. Maybe try to put in some old batteries with a little less juice, and maybe that'll slow them down a little bit. But yeah, these engines are pretty fast, so maybe we'll need to do a high-speed engine free-for-all or something, but might need to get a couple more engines before we do that. But still an idea for the future. But yeah, today goes to Mavis, so well done, Mavis. And then we'll see what we can do with everyone else in the future. But all right, so for the rest of the week, I was maybe gonna go back to a second chance episode because we haven't done one of those for a while, and done a lot of reviews, but I got some more new stuff, so not quite sure what to do about that. So could either be a review or a second chance, but we will see. And then probably back to Crash City Requested on Thursday, and another short on Saturday to round out the week. So yeah, until next time, this is Troublesome Truck signing out. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.